Tim.
Don't say anything.
Right, so before I begin today, we've got two special birthdays in the room today. The new bride and groom have asked me, and I'm sure everyone else in the room would like to wish them happy birthday as well. So can I have a big round of applause for Tom's dad Steve and Ruth's nana Hazel. I think we sing happy birthday. I think we've got some presents for him. So I've got some music here as well. Let's see if this works.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Steve. Happy birthday to you.
I'll blow your candles out. Let's give a big round of applause. Now, it's wonderful to see so many friends and family gathered here today to share the happiness of Ruth and Tom. However, some was unable to attend, and sadly, some are no longer here with us. So please join me in raising your glasses to absent friends and family. I'm sure you'll all agree that bridesmaids look lovely today. The flower girls, they've done a fantastic job. In Chris, well, he looked good. Yeah, he looked good. And young Kai here, he was absolutely amazing. So please join me in giving Laura a massive, massive round of applause. I was honoured when Tom asked me to be your best man. So where do I start? So I think we'll start with this morning. As you all may know, Tom can sometimes get a little nervous when it comes to big events. And there's no bigger event than your wedding day. Someone earlier in there said to me they were surprised to see how calm Tom was today. And how the hell did he avoid those wedding day nerves? Well, let me tell you, you didn't see him at 10 o'clock this morning with Steve lovingly rubbing his back and Kai trying to get him to eat one more mouthful of his sausage cock. I first met Tom a little later on, we're about 17 or 18, through mutual friends, Chris Baxter. He's here somewhere today, so let's give Chris a bit of a cheer. And since that meeting, we immediately became great friends. Over the last 12 or so years, we've done many things together. Drinking, getting our first tattoo, partying, breakups, kids, holidays, scrapping with locals, getting chucked out of clubs, running away from taxis. We've done it all. The list goes on. And what an absolute pleasure it's been. Now, obviously, this is made for many embarrassing stories. And I nailed it down to just 3. I've been told there's a certain etiquette you need to follow at a wedding. So the first story was ruled out. Mainly because he potentially could still get arrested. The second story was ruled out because it involves him shaking, or shall I say, windmilling his wedding tackle about. So we're not going to say that one either. So we're on to story 3. Yeah, we'll go with that one, story 3. So we're about 18, end of the night out, we're making our way back to Shepshed. And the taxi driver, we're in a taxi, and the taxi driver notices Tom making some strange noises. I'm in the front seat, he's in the back, I looked over, I could see him holding his mouth, eyes streaming. I'm like, he's going to be sick, he's going to be sick. So I said to him, Tom, you going to be alright, mate? He went, yeah, I'm going to be alright. Before you know it, we were kicked out of the taxi, but that's really where the story begins. As soon as we hit fresh air, Tom finds his second wind. And like many teenagers at the time, we were into the likes of Jackass and Dirty Sanchez. Now, for people who don't know that, it's basically a TV show where a bunch of idiots film themselves doing stupid things. Tom's idea, let's do a bit of bush jumping. By this point, we managed to walk down towards Glenmore Park. I went first, jumped on the bush, and pretty much bounced back. Tom looks at me and goes, "Rich, that's not how it's done, mate. This is how it's done." He takes a massive run up and jumps into the bush. To this day, I will never ever forget, he completely disappears. I'm laughing my head off, but then I realise this hurt. He's covered head to toe in thorns. But it gets worse. Remember, this is about 3 in the morning. He's now on the wrong side of the park, locked in, with no way out. We walk down the hedge line until we find a gate. Obviously, it's padlocked. Tom climbs to the top of this gate, feet on top of the gate, and prepares for his big escape. As he jumps, the bottom of his jeans gets wrapped around the spikes of the gate. And yeah, he's now hanging upside down. Like any good mate, I ran to his assistance, but before helping him, you've got to get a video, haven't you? You've got to get a video. And for anybody who wants to see that video, come see me later, I've got it. That night, he was staying around mine, and at the time I was living with my grandparents. We walked through the door that night with Tom covered in thorns, no jeans, smelling of sick. Next morning they said to me, "He's a lovely lad." So we now move forward to the day Tom met Ruth. I remember it well, I was there, it was 6 years ago now. We was on a night out in a really classy bar. Some of you may know it. The Red Lion Inception. When a group of girls Tom had his eyes on walked in. And then Ruth walked in. Bad joke, I'm moving on. Not wanting me around the bush in King of One-Liners, Tom decides to go for it, and of course we're egging on. Go on Tom. So Tom goes, Oi Ruth, fancy a bum? Ladies and gents, it's obviously we're here today and I'm married. I think that deserves a cheer. Fast forward a couple of years, and I remember Tom telling me he's planning a big surprise. He was planning on asking the beautiful bride, Ruth, for a hand in marriage. Fortunately, she said yes. And that brings us nicely to the easiest part of the best man duties, the stag do. What a weekend!
Hey!
16 of us met at the Pieball Inception for a full English breakfast before jumping on a bus that can only be described as a rust bucket that barely did 50 miles an hour. It may have took us a few hours longer, but nevertheless, we arrived in Liverpool safe and sound. It was Grand National weekend, and we had a full day at the races. And Tom says to me, "You know what, Rich? Horse riding reminds me of the first time I met Ruth." I said, "Tomo, what do you mean?" He says, "Well, the first time I took her for a ride, she could hardly walk." I said, "I best not say that in the best man speech, Tom." That night, we ended up for some drinks, and we found a 70s club called Flares. I now know where Tom gets his dance moves from. And that's his dad, Steve. Steve can dance. Next day, as a group, we're on a nice little walk to shake the hangovers off around Liverpool. And we found a small karaoke bar mid-afternoon. Now, I've got to mention now that Tom's dressed is a giant banana. The funniest thing I've seen that weekend is Tom standing in a pub, dressed as a giant banana, belting out Oasis Wonderwall. What a voice. Tom is back now, he's going to sing Wonderwall. I thought he might decline that, so I thought I've got a little video. I'd like you all to join in.
Your heart is out, but you never really had a doubt that anybody feels the way I do about you now.
Let's give Tom a massive round of applause for that. If all the lads that came on the stag do could please stand up for me just for a couple of seconds. That's everyone that came on that stag do. Just please stand up. I just want to say thanks for coming and giving Tom a massive night out to remember. So you could raise your glasses with me, lads. Cheers. Cheers, lads. Cheers.
Yes.
Sit down now, boys. Now, my traditional best man character assassination of Tom is now over. And I want to finish with my hand on heart, saying it's been an absolute honour to be Tom's best man today. Ruth, you look amazing. Not only have you married Tom, you've also took on Kai as if he were yours. That truly speaks volumes. Ruth, you're 1 in a million. Let's give her a massive round of applause. I've known you both now for many years, and I value your friendships immensely. So one word of advice for Ruth. Tom, tonight, needs to be treated like a tiled floor. Lay him right tonight, and you can spend the rest of your life walking all over him. So it gives me great pleasure to ask everyone to now please stand. Raise your glasses, enjoy me the final toast to the future happiness of the bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Bird. Now I've got one more little surprise for you today. I've got a guest speaker. I would now like to introduce Mr. Kai Bird.
I would just like to say congratulations to Mrs. Bird and Mr. Bird.
Well done, you all.